All right, so now we have Node.js, we have VS Code, and we have Git Bash installed in our computer. Now we're ready to get started to learn JavaScript. So I want to give you a little tour on VS Code. So open your VS Code software, right? Open your VS Code, and in here we have at the left side we have some buttons. You might have less than me because I have a few plugins here, but you should have this explorer. If you hover over, it says explorer, and then you have a search and source control, a run and debug, and then you might have the extensions here, right? So if you need to um, open a new terminal, you can click up here and hit terminal and hit new. Now you can have your terminal inside VS Code, which is what I'm going to be using in the videos. I'm gonna be working in this folder, YouTube series that I created, and inside of this folder, YouTube series, you can create your folder in your desktop or anywhere you want. I have it in my D drive inside a folder called programming, and then I created my YouTube series folder. So if I type here in the terminal, some of the commands that I'm going to be running is going to be ls to list all the files that are inside here. Oh, hold on, I forgot about something. If you have, for me, VS Code open GitHub, Git Bash right away, right? If you didn't get Git Bash right away, click down on the arrow key here and go to open a Git Bash terminal, right? Now I have two. I'm gonna get rid of the last one, but this is how you open different. If you click here on the down arrow, is going to give you all the terminals that you have available. Open a Git Bash just like me, and this is going to open in the folder that you are working on. So if you if you create a new folder and you call it JavaScript and you open it with VS Code, when you open a new terminal, if you notice, it's going to open it inside this folder. So inside my YouTube series, yours should be doing the same. If not, we're going to learn some navigation methods on the terminal so we can go ahead and start using the terminal a little better. So I have ls on my terminal. If I hit enter, it's going to list, or we call it ls. It's called ls, but it's a list command. It's going to list everything that is inside my YouTube series. If you notice, it's displaying JavaScript and Node.js, these two folders. If I want to go inside this folder from the terminal, I can type the command cd or change directory. I can put a space and type the name of the folder, JavaScript, and hit enter. And now, as you can see here, we're inside the JavaScript. If I type ls to see what's in here, I have a folder called data types, operators, and variables. So if I open this one, we can see data types, operators, and variables. Same folders that we have here. If we need to go back, we type cd space and 2 dots. Move this out of the way and hit enter. Now I'm back to my YouTube series. You can use the tab key on your keyboard to help you finish up typing, so you can avoid making mistakes and you can move a little quicker. Let me show you how to do that. Let's type again cd to go to the JavaScript folder again. Let me type ls so we can see it. ls, we can see the JavaScript. We're gonna type cd. I'm gonna type j, and I'm gonna hit the tab key on my keyboard, and it's going to complete that because the only folder or file with starting with J is this one, so the terminal is able to pick it up and type it for me. If I hit enter again, we go in there, type ls to check, and we can see the content inside of my JavaScript folder, right? So when we run the programs with Node, we're going to cd into this folder. So if I have my inside the variables here, I have a file called index. So if I want to run that file, you have to cd into variables. I mean, first JavaScript, then variables and index. That's for me. You can have everything in a single folder called JavaScript, but I just want to show you how to navigate in the terminal. So right now, if I type pwd, it's going to tell me again where I'm located, which is the same as looking at this here. So it says I'm located inside the D drive, programming, U20 JavaScript folder. I'm going to type ls again to see what we have. I'm going to cd into variables. I'm going to type the letter V and hit tab and then hit enter. And type pwd to see or print the working directory where I'm located. So you see I'm inside the variables folder, just like in here. If I type ls, we can see the index.js file. When we go to the next video, we're going to run this file using the keyword node, which is going to code the Node.js program. And then we're going to have to type the name of the file that we're trying to run, right? So when we write some code inside index.js, we're going to type node index.js and hit enter. We're not going to do that now. The file is empty. So I want to show you some things that I have installed in my extensions here. If you go to extensions, you can have if you want your VS Code to look just like mine, you can have where's the theme, because you can change the theme of your VS Code. So if you go to file and go to preferences, you can see the color theme here. You can click on it and then you can pick the look that you want. I have one dark pro darker. So if you want to get the same one I have, or you can pick the one that you like, you can search for one pro here, this one dark pro. You click on it and you hit install. Mine says uninstall because I already have it. So click install. You just gotta wait like a couple of seconds and it's going to install it for you. Then go to file, preferences, color theme, and pick the one that you want. You should have by default, I think you have where's the default for VS Code? I think it's this one. No. One of those, I think it's this one. Yeah, with the blue stripes here. So if you want to get the one that I have, again, go to file, preferences, color theme, and one dark pro darker. Right, it's up to you. You can keep the default if you like it. Don't worry about all the other stuff that I have here. Let me see if we need anything else for here. You can download better comments. So when we type comments, we can have like different color comments if you want. But I don't think we need anything else for now. Whenever we get to something that we need to install, we're gonna come back here and look for it. All right, so let's go back to the Explorer here, and we should be ready to. You can close this tab after you install it, and now we should be ready to get started with variables in JavaScript. See you in the next video.